What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video here on CFL Central. CFL content for the fans, by the fans. So, we got our third day of the free agency frenzy, which, to be honest, is a really, not much happened today. Only 9 players signed, so this will probably be the last of the full day coverage for the CFL free agency frenzy. So, not a very eventful day. I mean, like, I guess the most notable signing is maybe Hamilton signing Alden Darby. I'm not sure. I mean, there's not a ton here, just a decent day. I mean, the Bombers finally made another signing. But anyways, I'm just going to quickly run through all the signings and then just chat a little bit about it. It'll be a really short video. There's not a whole lot to cover. Only 9 players, as I said. So, Alden Darby gets signed by the Tiger Cats. Markeith Ambles gets signed by the Argonauts. Ellie Boca gets signed by the Stampeders. Trakeem Washington gets signed by the Red Blacks. BJ Cunningham gets signed by the Red Blacks. Niles Morgan gets signed by re-signs with the Elks. Tykeem Glass gets signed by Winnipeg. Alex Fontana signs with the Tiger Cats, and Julian McLeod re-signs with the Argonauts. I know I butchered a few of those names, so my apologies on that. But, I mean, there's not much to discuss. I mean, Alden Darby was a decent part of the Bombers' defense at the DB position. Nothing crazy. His career year was definitely in 2019, where he got 5 interceptions. It's always good to have a guy back there who can really get some solid turnovers for you. So I think that's a good addition to the Hamilton Tiger Cats defense. Other than that, not a whole lot of huge moves here. I mean, Winnipeg picks up a DB for the one that they just lost in Tyquan Glass or Takeem Glass, something like that. My apologies. I think a lot of people just call him Ty Glass from what I saw. So we'll just run with that. But, I mean, I think if we're talking about a team that maybe wins day 3 of the free agency frenzy, I think it might be the Argonauts, because picking up Markeith Ambles and Julian McLeod is 2 very solid pickups with your improving your D-line and your wide receiver core. So, I mean, there's not a whole lot to get into. Like I said, I think the Argos made some nice moves today. Today we learned more about the details about the negotiations between Andrew Harris and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. I'm just going to quickly dabble in with that. So it turns out that Andrew Harris felt it was a little bit disrespectful, the offer that Winnipeg gave him. Obviously, Winnipeg had very little room in terms of that cap space. We now know that Adam Bighill took a $145,000 pay cut to stay with the Bombers and to help keep the Bombers under the cap. But with a guy like Andrew Harris, for the money that he deserves, Winnipeg just simply does not have it. And with 2 pretty solid running backs in the system that are probably going to play a 50-50 tandem moving into this next season, I can't see how the Bombers could have possibly re-signed Bighill unless they gave up a lot more pieces. So it is what it is. But yeah, Andrew Harris is an Argonaut. The Argonauts probably, in my opinion, won day 3 of the free agency frenzy, which, I mean, is not really an accomplishment. There's 9 players, so it doesn't take much to win this day. But overall, it was interesting. I mean, like, Ottawa had some decent signings. They signed a DB and a wide receiver, so bolstering up the defense and the offense there. Edmonton, which they lost a linebacker today. However, they lost a DB today and gained a linebacker. So losing and gaining a little bit on that defense, but it is what it is. There's not a whole lot to it, as I've said multiple times throughout this video. But yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts were on the third day of the CFL free agency frenzy. Make sure you check out our interview with Wayne Smith that went up, former two-time Grey Cup champion, played with the Hamilton Tiger Cats, Toronto Argonauts, and the Saskatchewan Roughriders. And also stay tuned, because this Sunday we have our interview with Johnny Augustine. Make sure you comment down below if you have any questions for Mr. Augustine, or you can comment on the CFL Central Instagram. We now have one. It's just CFL Central YT, so you guys can make sure you guys can follow that. And I believe it's either CFL Central or CFL Central YT on Twitter. So you guys can follow us there. And yeah, if you guys got any questions, drop comments and or send us a tweet. Who knows? So anyways, without further ado, we'll see you guys till next time.